You are weak, not because you're incapable, not because you're stupid, but because you've trained your brain to move only when it feels good. And that is the fastest way to stay average for the rest of your life. Let me tell you something most people will never admit. Motivation is a luxury. Discipline is a weapon. And if you don't learn how to act without emotion, you will always be controlled by it. Today, I'm going to show you how to build discipline when you don't feel motivated. Not surface level advice, not just push through. Real psychological control. Because this is not empty motivation. This is mental strength training. Let's start with the truth. You are not lazy. You are emotionally dependent. You wait to feel ready. You wait to be in the mood. You wait for inspiration. But high performers don't wait. They move fast. They feel later. The gym doesn't care about your mood. Your goals don't care about your excuses. Life does not pause because you're tired. And here's the dangerous part. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," your brain records that. You are training yourself to quit. Discipline is not built in big heroic moments. It is built in the small decisions where no one is watching. When the alarm rings and you don't want to get up. When you should work but you want to scroll. When you should study but Netflix is easier. That moment, that is where your identity is formed. Confidence doesn't come from affirmations. It comes from evidence. Evidence that you show up. Evidence that you finish. Evidence that you don't fold under pressure. You want unshakable confidence? Keep promises to yourself on your worst days. That's where it's built. Let's talk about loneliness and silent struggle. Some days you won't feel motivated because no one sees your effort. No applause, no recognition, no immediate reward. Good, that's the test. Can you operate in silence? Because real growth is invisible. The gym session nobody saw. The study session nobody praised. The business work nobody liked yet. Delayed gratification builds psychological dominance. You become harder to break because you don't depend on immediate validation. Now here's a practical structure you can apply immediately. 1. Decide your non-negotiables. 3 daily actions, no matter what. 2. Reduce them to the smallest executable version. Minimum standard, even on bad days. 3. Track completion, not emotion. Did you do it? Yes or no. 4. Never miss twice. 1 bad day happens. 2 is a pattern. This framework removes drama. It removes feeling. It removes overthinking. It builds identity. I want you to understand something clearly. Discipline is not intensity. It's emotional independence. When you no longer need to feel inspired, you become dangerous. Because now, nothing can control your output. Not your mood, not your environment, not your circumstances. And when you reach that point, you stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling behind. because progress becomes automatic. There will still be hard days, days where your mind says, "What's the point?" Days where progress feels slow, days where quitting feels logical. On those days, don't think about the future. Think about today. Win the day, just today. Discipline is built in 24-hour containers. You don't need to dominate the year. You need to dominate this hour. Let me leave you with this. You are not waiting for motivation. You are waiting for certainty. Certainty that it will work. Certainty that it will pay off. Certainty that you won't fail. That certainty will never come. So act anyway. Not because you feel powerful, but because you choose to be. That is psychological self-mastery. That is mental strength. And when you train yourself to move without emotion, you become unbreakable. So tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings and you don't feel like getting up, smile, because that is your training ground. That is where average people roll over. And that is where you build your edge. This is not about hype. This is not about temporary motivation. This is about becoming the type of person who executes regardless. And once you become that person, nothing can stop you. Not fear, not boredom, not doubt, not bad days. Discipline over emotion. Action over feeling. Identity over mood. That's how you build strength when you don't feel motivated. And that's how you become harder to break. Is this conversation helpful so far? If you only work when you feel motivated, you are training yourself to fail. Not because you're incapable, not because you're lazy, but because you've conditioned your brain to act only when it feels good, and that is weakness. Here's the truth no one wants to say. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline is power. If you depend on emotion to move, your progress will always be in